Alrighty, folks. Thanks for joining us for our 17th broadcast. I can't believe it's been that long, almost 2 months. So anyway, I would like to say welcome once again to our Q&A, but thank you too for the folks that have been supporting us through this whole time. We really do appreciate you. And a shout out to my family members who are nurses and doctors. Thank you very much. And to all of those extended family members that I don't know yet, just friends waiting to make, that have been helping us through. I want to say thank you to everybody. So I think that's very important. So anyway, on to the Q&A for the Malbec. And if you haven't poured yourself a glass in a while, pop that cork and pour it and join us for the Q&A. Tonight, our first question comes from Joanne, and she asks, how does the Bordeaux Malbec differ from the Argentinian and Chilean Malbecs? Well, Joanne, in case you're not familiar, Bordeaux is way over here, and Chile and Argentina are way down here. And if you peel an orange and you have a guy named Magellan, then you suddenly have international navigation. So the difference really primarily, Malbec in Bordeaux was not really that popular until the late 50s after a harsh freeze in the Bordeaux region. And then Malbec was the fallback grape. It tends to be a lot softer, a lot rounder there. Argentina and Chile to an extent as well is where Malbec really came into its own. It creates, in the New World, it creates a much bolder, much more vibrant wine. There are a lot of, if you will, like tea notes, like a black tea, a cup of black tea. That's more predominant in the Malbecs from the New World, so a heavier tannin. So the biggest difference, honestly, is the tannic structure and the fruit-forward notes. And New World wines versus Old World, we tend to have more fruit-forward notes. I hope that helps a little bit outside of my smart alecky comment. Anyway, our next question comes from Belinda, and Belinda asks, how long do you think this wine will last? I'm saying, well, just a second, Belinda. About 3 or 4 seconds in the glass. If you're talking about laying the bottle down, I truly believe that the bottle of Malbec will last a good 10 to 15 years, so long as it's in a temperature stable environment under 70 degrees. That's the key to any wine storage. You don't have to have it at ideal 55, but you do have to have it in a temperature stable area. So if you don't have a wine cellar or a wine fridge, honestly, if you have a spare refrigerator or a bottom shelf in a closet that's on the north side of the house, go ahead and put the wine in there. Should last for quite some time. It's a lot of fun to collect wine, but I gotta tell you, it's not nearly as much fun as opening a bottle and having a good dinner with your favorite people. So I hope that helps, Belinda. Thanks for the question. Our next question comes from Beth. Beth asks, I'm late and having barbecue Saturday. What wine do you say goes well with barbecues? Beth, the Malbec. I tell you right now, as much as I love Texas barbecue and as much as I love a grilled steak, I don't think there's anybody that can do beef like the Argentinians. Maybe, and it's going to be a close tie, would be the guys from Uruguay. They do a very slow smoke on their beef, and they pair it with those beautiful, rich red wines. So Malbec is a no-brainer for barbecue. Spicy or sweet, vinegar or tomato, your choice, but that Malbec will do a really good job. I hope you enjoy. Whether or not it's a Malbec, I'll let it up to you. All right, our next question comes from Carlo. Carlo asks, what glass do you use in the tasting room? I have a Becker coaster from a stave and want a glass that fits in it. None of these fit. So Carlo, I don't know. Our regular Becker glass is actually this glass, but logoed. So it is the Bordeaux glass. It is a Riedel glass, of course, the standard glass that we use for everything in the tasting room. So it does show a proclivity for a long selection of wines, be it Dolcetto, Syrah, Malbec, Cab, or Zinfandel. This glass usually does a pretty good job. What we're talking about here, we're kind of splitting hairs on some of these, but honestly, there are a few wines that you want to have the proper glass for. But if you don't, if you just have that standard Bordeaux glass, make sure it's a little thinned rim. A thicker rim doesn't do as well. Other than that, enjoy. I have also been known to enjoy wine out of a jelly jar. So, it's all about the wine and the company you keep, not necessarily the glass. Don't tell anybody I said that. They're going to yell at me later. Okay, everybody, I hope you enjoyed. We really do enjoy bringing these little tidbits of break from the reality for everyone. And don't forget to join us for Friday, Food Friday, We're going to have, or I'm going to grill a little bit of steak and some sauteed mushrooms. Take your favorite dish, make it up on Friday, and join us. If you can't join us on Friday, replay it and join us on Saturday, especially for barbecue. So cheers to everyone. Hope you enjoy.